Hello and welcome to our virtual open house. Let's get started. So my name is Mackenzie Birck. I am your student's IPC teacher. This is my third year teaching full-time, but my second year at LT. And before I moved back to Illinois, I taught in Milwaukee, Wisconsin for a year, where I graduated from Marquette University. I'm originally from Naperville, Illinois, and I went to Bennett Academy for high school, but I've always had family in the western suburbs. So I knew LT before coming here and working here. My dad even attended Hinsdale Central, so that almost cost me my job. While at LT, I have taught the following courses: interpersonal communication, IPC, literature of comedy, visual word, creation and reflection, English 3 composition, English 1 prep, and English 1 honors. And I am so fortunate to have been able to teach so many different subjects and classes and get the most experience that I possibly can. So these are just a list of my personal interests, just to get to know a little bit about me. My favorite book is Invisible Man by Ralph Ellison. I really love reading. It's one of my favorite activities. And then my favorite book of poems is The Sun and Her Flowers by Rupi Kaur. But since quarantine happened, I've been taking a lot of walks with my dog, and I have found different podcasts to listen to during those times. So I started listening to Office Ladies and the Daily Podcast, which I really love. I have a very wide range of music taste, but some of my favorites are Cage the Elephant, Dawes, and Harry Styles. Very, very large range of music. And then I really love sitcoms. My favorite are The Office, Parks and Recreation, and I'm really excited about Hamilton being on Disney Plus, as well as the Harry Potter series is one of my favorites as well. In addition to reading and watching movies/TV, I also enjoy baking and traveling and spending time with my puppy Moose. He is a mini Aussie Doodle and loves to get into trouble, and you'll be able to see him later on in this presentation. So those are just some of my personal interests, but in terms of teaching, here are 3 things that are really, really important to me as a teacher. So every class that I teach, I try to implement these as much as I can. So all students should have a growth mindset. This is the idea that knowledge is not a fixed experience. It just comes with time and with practice. Social emotional learning, that all of us learn in an environment where we feel safest and most comfortable, and so I try to create that in my classrooms any chance that I get. And then finally, self-advocacy and ownership of learning. This is the idea that students take responsibility for their own learning and hold themselves to high standards and high expectations, just as I do for them myself. So this is just a little bit about IPC. Our units are as follows. We're currently in Foundations of Communication. Next, we have Delivery, which is like public speaking. Then we have Conflict and Collaboration, Perception and Culture, and then Media and the Message. I really love this course because it's not your traditional English course, but it has the following goals. We want to develop strong speaking and active listening skills, public speaking skills, and discussion skills. We want to be able to connect with the world around us in new and enlightening ways. We want to understand and interpret different opinions and perceptions and be able to communicate effectively with people who have different opinions than us. We want to be able to collaborate with others and identify ways to improve communication in areas of conflict. And then I also want to prepare them for future academic careers, interviews, and life. This is such an important course. In general, it's really nice for future courses that they're going to take at LT, but also just later on in life, interviewing with other people, jobs, and in their life in general. If you have any questions about this course, you can go to our curriculum map and syllabus, which are on the LT website, or you can email me personally. So in addition to my academic goals for my students, I also have personal goals for them because I want this learning environment to be to encourage educational success, but also success in their everyday. So my personal goals for them is to be kind to everyone that they meet, supporting their peers, treating every day, even non-academic days, like an opportunity to learn something new, to be open-minded to new ideas, people, and experiences, holding high expectations for themselves, like I said, in the self-advocacy, and then also appreciating the little things in life. I'm a very optimistic person, so I really truly believe that every moment is worthwhile. This is the book that we have. All of our pages are online now because we scan them and put them online. So anytime they need this book, it'll be in a PDF form for them. So this is what our grading practices look like. It's a little bit different. So Our formative practices, or our formative assessments, are practicing, homework, check-ins, reading checks, but that's really just reading from our book about communication, feedback, revisions, anything of those things that are practicing for their summatives are not going to be counted towards the final grade. They will still be input into our grade book in Infinite Campus, but all of our grades are going to be coming from our summative grades, which are essays, presentations, speaking skills, writing skills, things like that. And then our grading scale is on the left-hand side. Anytime something is incomplete, I will put an I, and anytime something is missing, I will put an M. Our lowest possible grade is a 50%, so it will never be 0. So M over the course of 2 weeks would then turn into a 50% if it is not turned in. So here are the expectations/norms that we created as a class. So at the beginning of the semester, we created and agreed on a set of expectations that we want to hold each other accountable for and make our classroom the safest place it can possibly be. I wanted to do this together so that all students have input and a voice, and so that we all are aware of what's going on in our room. So this is what they said. As students, we will respect each other, be open to asking questions, respect and listen to each other's opinions, stay on task, stay focused, create a calm environment, make sure everyone feels welcome, pay attention, stay on top of the work, and then be quiet and attentive during lessons, but also open during discussions. And then they said that they wanted a teacher who is understanding, who is open to giving extra help, who keeps class entertaining and fun, interacts with the class and helps when needed, make sure class has a warm, welcoming environment, plan for breaks, make Canvas and other technology easy to understand and access, and then make sure everyone feels equal and ensure their opinion matters, and be open for questions. So this year obviously looks a little bit different, but this is kind of what they'll see if on the left-hand side every time they open up our Zoom. So they'll come in, they'll wait in a waiting room, I let them in, and as that is happening, they will see a journal that they're supposed to do, and that is just so that we set up a routine of writing right away, and it usually is something to do with the lesson for that day. In addition to that, we are definitely going to be using a lot of flexibility, a lot of collaboration. Anytime we have a book or stories to read, we will do that online. I'm using Pear Deck, which is an interactive supplement or add-on to my Google Doc slides. And then I do give them 5-minute brain breaks in between mini lessons or discussions so that they can get away from the computer, and because Zoom fatigue is real. So I'm working on making my classes virtual experience the best it can possibly be. New and easy to follow technology and practices will be implemented to make this a positive environment for all students. This is what our virtual classroom looks like. I have all of our class norms on the wall there, and that is linked to the document that they have. Our IPC binder right there links to our Canvas page. The e-learning norms goes to another presentation about what is expected of them in our Zoom classroom. And then on the table over here in this planner, I have it links to a schedule just in case they are not aware of what to do or where to go. And then this is my puppy Moose that is on the chair there. On a weekly basis, this is kind of what our week looks like. Mondays are 35-minute days. We check in from the weekend. We might have a review. We might have a mini lesson, and then we set up for the week. And then Tuesdays/Wednesdays, and then Thursdays and Fridays, we have mini lessons. We have practices. We discuss in small groups and then in whole groups. We just want to make sure that everyone feels comfortable on the material. If you have any questions for me, or if you need my help in any way, I am always happy to help you with anything that you need. I am available during these times specifically, but I'm always available over email. My email is at the bottom. The phone number that you can reach me at is at the bottom. And then I also have a Twitter page for this class and all my classes on the bottom as well. On the left-hand side, there are important resources and important directions to get you onto our Canvas page. You can look at it. You can't, get involved or participate at all, but you can definitely look at everything that we have. And thank you so much for your time. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns, please, please, please do not hesitate to reach out to me. My email is at the bottom of the screen, as well as the phone number that you can reach me at. Thank you again, and have a great rest of your day.